Thank you for watching Edupedia World videos. In this video, we'll be learning about the analysis of the macro environment. In the last video, we learned about the marketing intelligence, and let us start with understanding about the communication and action on marketing intelligence. In some companies, the staff scans the internet and major publication, abstracts relevant news, and disseminates a news bulletin to marketing managers, which is very helpful for them. The competitive intelligence functions. They work best when it is closely coordinated with decision-making process. Given the speed of the internet, it is important to act quickly on the information gleaned online. Let us take an example. When Coke's monitoring software spotted a Twitter post that went to 10,000 followers from an upset customer who couldn't redeem a prize from My Coke Rewards program that was long back, Coke quickly posted an apology on his Twitter profile and offered to help resolve the situation. After the consumer got the prize, he changed his Twitter avatar to a photo of himself holding a Coke bottle. And that is how the companies like Coke and other companies, they are monitoring their followers, they are monitoring their customers, whether they are happy or they are sad. And they are trying to pacify every situation. Analyzing the macro environment. Successful companies, they recognize and respond profitably to unmet needs and trends. That is how they introduce new products and services or enhance the existing ones. You cannot afford to ignore the macro environment changes that are happening. Over the couple of next video, we'll be understanding about various environments that will be including the socio-economic or cultural and political environments. Let us first understand about the needs and the trends. Enterprising individuals and companies, they manage to create new solutions to unmet needs. Let's distinguish among fads, that is FADS, trends and megatrends. A fad is something that is unpredictable, short-lived and without social, economical and political significance. Desirable trend characterized with lots of enthusiasm and energy over a short period of time. They are often seen with common consumer items, especially around a holiday season. A company can cash in on a fad such as Croc or Elmo TMX dolls or Pokemon gifts and toys, but getting it right requires luck and good timing. A fad is something that quickly gains in popularity and may fade just as quickly, sometimes just not quick enough. Clothing, foods, exercises, hairstyles, social network sites, languages, and all these areas are subject to fads. They are fleeting and often last a season, but may carry over a couple of years. This does not mean that we ignore them. Indeed, we need to be aware of them. If we deal with population of customers who may be subject to following them, fashion, language, and all behaviors of all sorts, they have an effect on the workplace regardless of how fleeting they may be. Fads are often heavily driven by social media in the time that is today. In fact, social media at one time was considered a fad as well, which has now evolved into a trend. For example, Orkut was before the Facebook, and we never know when something new will come. If we talk about latest fads, fidgets like these and this are latest fads that are gaining popularity rapidly, and chances are there that these will fade away quickly as well. Let us talk about trends. A trend is more predictable and durable than a fad. Trends reveal the shape of the future and can provide strategic decisions as well. They not only provide decisions, but they will also provide you a direction. A trend towards a health and a nutrition awareness has brought increased government regulation and negative publicity for firms seen as peddling unhealthy food. Trends are a bit slower paced but represent something that is occurring on a much wider scale than a fad. A style of dress may be a fad that only affects one segment of the population, but the use of social media is a trend that reaches a broader segment. Where people live, what jobs they take, their modes of transportation, whether they save for retirement or not, whether they seek higher levels of education or not, are all trends that the HR should pay attention to when they are looking over social media. And not only these people, like those who are hiring for someone may be suitable for a particular job, they are using these trends. But now, when you are a freelancer or you are someone who is looking for connecting with people of common interest, these trends are helpful for you. The key is to pay attention to your customer population here. Customers, they are interacting with each other, they are interacting with their friends, family, and relatives, or with other customers as well. And they are talking about your brand. They are talking about the product or the services that you are offering. Let us now talk about megatrend. It is a large social, economical, political, and technological change that is slow to form and once in place influences us for some time between 7 and 10 years or longer. A megatrend is known as a megatrend because of its spread not only over demographic spread but also over the time that it is in the market. According to Copenhagen Institute for Future Studies, megatrends are the probable future, or express what we know with great confidence about the future. Megatrends are certainties. The identified megatrends of today are an aging population, globalization, increased technological change, urbanization, prosperity, increased network speed, and just the speed of everyday life. For example, monkey wash denims. They are the megatrends. They have been there for a couple of decades and they will be there for a larger time as well. Let us understand about the identification of major forces. There are some major forces that govern the company's policy, that govern the whole market. They may directly or indirectly affect the market. These are demographic changes, economical shifts, natural factors, technological advancements, political influences, and the cultural changes. There are many challenges that were faced by us during the start of this century. The steep decline of the stock market, which affected savings, investments, and retirement funds. Increasing unemployment, stronger indication of global warming, and other signs of deterioration in the natural environment. These dramatic events were accompanied by continuation of many existing trends that have already profoundly influenced the global landscape. Companies must monitor six major forces in broad environment. These are demographic, economic, socio-cultural, natural, technological, and political legal environments. Now a country can be influenced by other countries, say natural environment or their demographic environments. But as I told you, we'll be describing all these factors in a separate video. But remember that the interaction between these environments will lead to new opportunities and threats. For example, explosive population growth, that is demographic, which leads to more resource depletion and pollution, that is natural, and which again leads to consumers to call for more laws, that is political and legal environment, which stimulates for new technology that will be saving power or that will be more environmental friendly, that is again technological advancements, and products that will be helpful for people, that are affordable, that is again economic, and which may actually change the attitudes and behavior of people, that is social, natural, or the cultural changes. That is it for this session. In the next session we'll be learning about the demographic environment. Thank you.